Hello people, today we are going to learn about initiating process group maths. So let's get started. So first thing is present value. As we all know that the present value formula is present value is equal to future value divided by 1 plus r raised to power n, where PV is present value, FV is future value, r is interest rate and n is number of years. So let's read the question. Alex promises $900 in 3 years. Interest rate is 10%. What is present value? So we'll just put the $900, which is future value, in the formula and interest rate, and we'll get the value. So this is the current value or present value of the $900, which we are going to get from Alex in 3 years. So let's see what's net present value. This is different than present value. Net present value, let's see read the example to understand more. We invest $2,000 now and receive 3 yearly payments of $100 each plus $2,500 in third year. The interest rate is 10%. So in case of calculating net present value, we have to calculate year by year. So we are investing $2,000. That is the money which is going out of pocket. So it is minus $2,000 which is going out. And what's coming in? In year one, $100 is coming in. So the year one present value will be 100 divided by 1.10, which is the interest rate. Putting this in formula, we'll get this. Similarly, for year 2, we are again getting $100. The present value is this. For year 3, we are getting $100 and final payment of this. So we'll calculate separately $100 divided by the interest rate, 1 plus interest rate raised to power 3, because it is for the 3-year duration. The present value is this much. So, and the final payment, we'll put the present the numbers in the present value formula and we'll get the value. So we got the present value for each year, and then what we need to do to calculate the net present value, we have to add all of them together. Since this money is going out, which we are investing, this is minus $2,000. So after adding all these, we get the value 126.97. This is a good investment because it has a positive net present value. So in case of multiple choice question, if you have all the negative net present value and one positive net present value project, then you know the answer is positive one, because we should always select a project which has a positive net present value. And in case all the positive value are given, we have to select the one with the larger NPV, because larger NPV has the is better for our investment, because we'll get something out of our investment. Return on investment or marginal value analysis. Let's read the question. International Widget is producing 50 widget at total cost of 50,000 and is selling them for 1,200 each for the total revenue of 60,000. So 1,200 is the marginal revenue because marginal revenue is for selling one more good at particular price. So this, for selling each one, we are getting 1,200 for first 50 widgets. So in this case, for selling first 50 widgets, the marginal revenue is 1,200. For calculating marginal cost, because we are selling 50 widgets initially, so 50 divided by 50,000 divided by 50 will give you 1,000. So marginal cost is 1,000, marginal revenue is 1,200, which is for the first 50 widgets. So how will we calculate return on investment for first 50 visit? Marginal revenue minus marginal cost divided by marginal cost, which is 20%. For the first 50 visit, our return on investment is 20%. Now let's see. If it produces 51st widget, its total revenue will be 61,200 and its total cost will be 51,500. Should the firm produce 51st widget? So let's calculate. So for 51st widget, first we have to find out what's the marginal benefit. So for that we have to find the marginal benefit, that is marginal revenue. For that we will deduct the 50 widget total revenue from the 51 widget total revenue. So 61,200 minus 60,000 is 1200. And the marginal cost for the 51st widget is the total cost for 51 widgets minus total cost of 50 widget. So this will give you 1500 of marginal cost. So now we have to calculate the return on investment. For calculating marginal benefit, we have to deduct marginal revenue minus marginal cost. This is the marginal cost 1500, and here we calculated marginal revenue for 51st widget is 1200. So marginal revenue is 1200, marginal cost is 1500. So change in net revenue is 1500, 1200 minus 1500, which is cost, which will give you minus 300. 1200 minus 15 is, which is minus 300. So how we should calculate ROI? ROI will we just put the change in net revenue divided by the total cost. So minus 300 divided by 1500 gives you minus 20%, which is clearly is not a good investment because the return on investment is negative. So the answer is we should not produce the 51st widget. Scoring model example. This is just calculating the weighted average. So let's see what we can do. Here is the criteria of the projects. These are 3 projects, and here is the criteria on which we can weight. And each of the project is assigned certain weighing criteria, a certain value on each of the weighing criteria. So what we have to do here is we have to just multiply with the actual weight we are giving. Like for market strategy, we are giving 10 as a weightage. Profitability, we are putting 20. Customer demand as 15. So for each of the project, we will assign certain weight according to the project. And then what we have to do is multiply the weight with the multiply the actual weight we have given with the project weight, and then add them together. And after whichever number we get, whichever is the highest number out of the 3 project, we'll select that project as a better project. Because we should always select a project with highest benefit and lowest cost. This is a payback period example. Let's assume that a company invests $400,000 in more efficient equipment, and the cash saving from the new equipment is expected to be 100,000 per year for 10 years. The payback period is 4 years, which is 4,000 divided by 100,000. So we will get the payback period. So for each of the project, in case of payback example, we have to calculate the payback period, which can be calculated from the investment divided by the amount of expected yeah, revenue which we are going to get from that particular investment. So in this case, 4,000 is the initial investment, and expected earning is 100,000. So 400,000 divided by 100,000 is the payback period is 4 years. In 4 years, we'll get back the money. A second project requires investment of 200,000, and it generates a cash of 20,000 in year 1, 60,000 in year 2, 80,000 in year 3, and 100,000 in year 4, and 70,000 in year 5. So in this case, we have to add all the revenues until we get the 200,000 of investment. So we'll add 20,000 plus 60,000 plus 80,000 in third year, and then 100,000 in 4 year. 80,000 in third year will give you 160,000. and we need 40,000 more, so we'll get 40,000 from the fourth year. So remaining is 60,000 in the fourth year. So in the 3.4 years, the payback period. So here we calculated that the payback period is 3.4 years. So irrespective of investment, in case of payback period calculation, irrespective of investment, we should select the project with less payback period. BCR example. Benefit to cost ratio. These three projects are given with BCR, benefit to cost ratio, as 8 is to 4, 5 is to 3, 5 is to 2. Which project we should select? We should select project C because it has the highest BCR. So in case of benefit to cost ratio, we should select a project with high benefit and lower cost. And it should be regardless of investment. It doesn't matter how much we invest. In case of life cycle cost, this is project A, investment 300K, life cycle cost of 700K. In case of project B, investment 200K, life cycle cost of 850K. So in this case, project A should be selected because it has less life cycle cost, and this again is regardless of investment. So in case of using this method of project selection, we should always look at the life cycle cost regardless of investment. In case of IRR, the project with highest IRR should be selected, irrespective of the duration. For example, in project A, duration is 3 years, IRR is 9%. In project B, duration is only 2 years and IRR is 6%. In this case, project A should be selected because it has higher IRR, irrespective of duration, because in case of calculating the IRR, this duration is already taken into account. So in exam, you just need to choose one with highest IRR irrespective of duration. So guys, I hope you got some idea on the initiating process group maths. Subscribe to my channel for more video on PMP. Thank you for watching.